Check, 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 check.
Trying to get the Pelicans into double digits in the frame, and he finally does with his second
What's up, everybody? Quite the game. Quite the game. Marcellus, miracle indeed. Evan, I do not think this is real life. This is one of the most ridiculous big games I've ever seen.
Matty.
Dave,
Oh, sorry, light ain't on.
what is this?
There you go. What's happening?
What is this nonsense?
This is Bulls basketball, son.
It's not
With
Not-
it.
not to my knowledge.
It is. Accept it. Accept it. Accept the joy. You will not take this joy. You will have joy and happiness watching this wonderful stuff happen. Take it in, man. Just enjoy it, and I hope we win.
It's pretty great.
Pretty great, man. This is great to see. It's a 14-point lead, though, and Zion is huge.
Yeah, that man's a monster.
He is a load of a man. He's a load of a human. Yo, I said when Zach went inside and Zion Williamson jumped to defend him and he hit Zach immediately got 9 years older. Like you just saw the way he came down.
Yeah.
He was holding his side, like he was working a double shift at the factory.
The doctor said he needed a bacchiotomy after that one.
Doctor said he needed a bacchiotomy. Yes, he did. Oh,
Adam
my
said
God,
you think
man.
Kobe circled tonight's game
huge,
with
man.
Lonzo coming in. Yeah.
I talked about this. On the last show. I said exactly that.
What did you
John,
say?
I said when I talked about Kobe taking this game personally, having it circle. I wanted him to take this personally because Lonzo was coming in. I wanted to see how he would respond and if he would be that way. And yeah,
It's great. 30 points,
great.
3 quarters.
Dude, that's why I came on. Dude, I had to come on and tell Matt this. This man's like, what is this? I'm like, it's great, Matt. Just take it in. It's great. This is good. Enjoy it.
We want all of our players to play so well.
This is
all we want.
about as good as it gets. This is Jack Nicklaus as good as it gets. Sorry,
you
Jack
make
Nicklaus.
you make me want to score 30 points. Thank you.
Excellent.
That's
Good
okay.
job,
We
sir.
got all caps
Good
Jacob
job.
here saying start Gafford. He has been starting for the last 10 games.
Ooh.
What do you
I
want
love
from
it.
us?
I love it.
Yeah, he's gonna be starting. Like, relax. He's gonna be starting, Jacob. Like, he's
We
gonna
gotta
be
start Zach Levine,
No.
okay?
No, it's no, it's the stuff that you don't see that's good. You idiot! You don't know how to watch basketball. I do. I'm smart. That's how I feel every time Wendell first talks to me. You are dumb. You think it's about scoring the most points? No, it's different.
Yo, you sound like it's compared to like a David Blaine
Yeah, it's
magic
like
trick or something.
what you think you know about basketball, you don't even know. The ball is you.
You
The
think you know
ball's
magic?
irrelevant. It's not called ball basket.
Evan said he thinks Lonzo has gotten
man.
confidence from his brother's success. His younger brother's a rookie.
LaMelo's good.
Hey, if LaMelo could do it, so can I. I mean, have you guys looked at Lonzo's shooting splits this season, like December to January to the first 5 games of February? They are outrageous.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like somewhere around 30%, and then 40%.
Yeah.
And so far in February, he's shooting lights out.
Are you talking LaMelo?
No, Lonzo.
Oh, Lonzo?
Lonzo. Yeah, Lonzo's been
Because
lights
LaMelo's
out,
been shooting
especially the
better
past
too, though.
12 games. Yeah, oh yeah, he's been going in, man. He's been having a great rookie season. He's doing what I thought he would do. The classic journeyman. He's gonna end, I don't know, in my head, he's gonna end up on the Lakers for some
Clippers.
reason.
Back to Clippers.
Clippers to end his career.
Yeah, he's old.
So I think we got a Lakers fan in here, BTG.
Respect.
BTG, my man.
Who wants
Yo?
Zach from us? He said,
That's my guy.
"We'll ship y'all Kuzma, a signed Eddie Jones bobblehead, and a replica ring from last year for Zach."
Listen to me, Matt. This man has been trying to get Zach LaVine from us for years. For years, he's been trying to get Zach. I won't let him have him. I keep even trying so hard. Anytime I talk about any trade for the Bulls, he's like, how's Zach doing? How's Zach doing? Is he feeling all right? Can't have him, BTG. I'm sorry, brother.
BTG's trying to say he's a peaceful Lakers fan. Yeah, I'm a peaceful stormship trooper that lives on the Death Star.
No, I like Lakers fans because like sometimes people some people are like are from LA. I don't hold them as they're from LA.
That's nonsense.
No, BTG is from LA. That brother is from LA.
It's like one of those things like everyone hates Cowboys fans, and then you're like, well, I'm from Dallas. I'm like, okay, well, I get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like some people are from LA, and it's like, well, of course I'd be so happy if I was born in LA and I could cheer for the Lakers. Are you kidding me? How great would that be? How much easier would my life be? I'd be warm. I'd cheer for Magic, Kobe, and LeBron. Like, yeah, how are you sad ever?
Wag said, "Give me Lonzo. I'll take him all day as our point guard." Oh, don't worry. We will definitely be having a Kobe and Lonzo conversation at the conclusion of this game. That is why we are all here tonight.
Why are we?
Yes, there's definitely something I want to get into tonight when we got time. After we do all the basketball stuff.
You know what, Dave? I said segment 1. Let's lead with it.
No,
what are we going to talk about? If they won, great. Blah 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 blah. Like I want to hear. We're not going to add anything new except like so and so played good, so and so played bad. I want to get to the meat.
To hell with these 8 p.m. tip-offs. I'm ready for bed.
Oh my god! I like a low grade fever, and I'm like delusional, but I'm all jacked up because Tim Hardaway went nuts.
Did the Mavs?
Dallas report. What's Dallas doing?
They won. They pulled it off. Tim Hardaway.
It was a comeback.
Like we were down like 11 going into the fourth or something, and Jalen Brunson, Chicago's own, Jalen Brunson and Tim Hardaway, both Chicago Suns ish.
Who did they play?
Atlanta.
Oh, that didn't. Yeah, that's.
It was on ESPN. It was ESPN. Trae Young.
Scott said Sabine would be a warm, tan, thrilled Lakers fan in LA.
I would be purple and gold. I would be on my third marriage.
Yeah, although Cage Low says Sabine wouldn't be able to wear fingerless gloves though, too hot. No, because the pretentious hipster look in LA is big. And of course you could pull off fingerless gloves in LA.
If I ever move to LA, I'm going to become the biggest Lakers fan you'll ever see. I'm gonna frost my tip. I'm gonna bleach my hair.
I'm gonna
get both my ears pierced.
Oh my god!
Ooh, Dashing Donut one.
You're gonna talk about hemp a lot. You're gonna have a hemp hat, like you will have.
I will be full. I'll go full in. I'll just be like, the 405.
Holland Drive.
Van Ness.
Chris said frost your what? I think you said tips, like the tips of your hair.
Yeah, and my tits. Yeah. That's what they do out there. Whatever they do out there I'll do.
Oh yeah. That's the new hot thing in LA, people frosting their tits.
Did you see that post that Kim Kardashian posted of her and Kourtney Kardashian? She was like, how in the world did God put us together? So, like, how did we meet each other? And someone was like, you are blood relatives. Like, how did this universe did you end up with as my friend or something? They're like, you are blood relatives. You share blood.
Unbelievable.
Oh, listen, K-Shwell said Zion is what Big Dave would look like if he ever completed Kendall Gill's challenge.
Ooh, that's funny. That's really, really good. That's comment of the night. I wish we could tip you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Speaking of which, he posted it on his social media pages today, so we're not like blowing his cover or anything. Shout out to our man Kendall Gill, who's recovering from his bout with COVID-19. Tested positive a couple weeks ago. But, because 60-40 club, whatever, the man's 50 years old and was like, hey, COVID, I'm awesome.
And appreciate that tip, Anonymous. Thank you very much.
It's been good to have Kendall back in these pre and posts. I missed him.
Yeah, it is. Definitely missed him. And I'm glad. Yeah, that 60-40 club. Yeah, he kicked COVID in the face because he still was out there tweeting. Oh, look at this man. My God.
Kendall's boy D Rose had a pretty nice little Knicks debut part 2 the other night.
Matt, when they came on, I was so brainwashed. It was the very first thing I thought of was, Matt, did you see what D Rose did tonight? It was literally the first thing.
You turned it into a song,
Dave. I did. Wait, where are you guys in the game? I don't want to be ahead of anybody.
29, 28.
Yeah,
Jack
same.
swings over to Peta. Behind the back. Oh, he got called for a charge. Man. Reminder, everybody who's watching with us tonight, that sync function is operational. So you can watch along with us by just using that sync button. P-Dub has had a kind of frustrating night offensively tonight, gentlemen. Just 5 points on 1 of 5 from the field. But I love what he's done defensively tonight. He's gotten his hands in passing lanes. He stood down Zion a couple of times. Just went over and challenged Ingram late there to prevent a dunk. Like, P-Dub's defense gets me a little bit horny. Not like an inappropriate level of horny, just like a little bit.
Is there an appropriate level of horny?
Yeah, the amount that I feel when I watch P-Dub play defense.
Appropriate?
Is there that's a good, is there ever an appropriate level? There has to be, right?
Of course there is.
God,
of course there is. I mean,
people,
people,
word, I think,
get married off of appropriate level.
Do you think Patrick Williams right now, if they did the two all rookie teams, does he make the teams? One of them.
Yeah. Maybe second team, not first team, but I think so.
I'd like to know who's first team then, if he's not.
LaMelo, Wiseman will get votes just because he's Wiseman. Edwards, Halliburton, Desmond Bain, right?
Yeah, probably. Ooh,
Bain's
I'm not up.
Bain starts for
I'm not
Grizzlies, and he averages like 19 points a game or something insane.
Oh, come on!
Oh, wow! Man,
he's always just he jumps like Mario, man. Like he's always just like he's always hitting blocks. That's what it looks like when he jumps.
Yeah. Kendall Gill talked about it in the pregame because he talked about it with us last year, like how he really wants Zion to lose some of that weight.
You got to make that
lose about 20 pounds. Oh, nice
move.
Move.
Oh, man. Stan Van just lost his shit on the sideline.
There you go.
He's so mad.
Guys, how great is it that Stan Van is a head coach in the NBA again? I love him so much.
He's an awesome
human. I like him. I also love woke Stan. Like when he took those 2 years off and he read a book. It was like, whoa, the country's bad. I didn't know any of this.
Right. And now he's so focused on basketball. He didn't know what was going
anything, and I love it.
Yeah.
First, Mark Cuban, that of the national anthem, which by the way came and went fast. First one retweet. This is awesome. Woke Stan.
K. Schwo said, anybody know if Boylan did well in his defensive advisor role? Why are you referencing?
Man, I don't know who that
is. Getting worked tonight or something. But generally speaking, the Blazers defense is not great.
I don't know who that is.
We poured it on them. This Pelicans defense also real bad.
No one's good at defense.
But speaking of former Bulls people and new roles, I had totally forgotten this until somebody brought it up on Twitter tonight, as there's all these rumors about Lonzo and the Bulls and the potential trade going on there. You know who the Pelicans hired like a couple weeks back as an advisor/scout?
Gar.
For Garmin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they sure did.
Garfour.
Yeah, send them over there.
Was that a Bob Rohrman joke?
Yeah, Garfour.
It is a Bob Rohrman
How did
joke.
that take us so long to figure that out?
No, I've been saying that for a while, but I like the fact you say it better. You been saying it better. Oh yeah, we're gonna get Lonzo in. Is what you're saying, guys? I don't need him. It's gonna be the last great thing.
If they let Gar execute the trades, we can get Lonzo for like Luke Cornett.
This Lonzo stuff feels like it's had so much like smoke where I feel like it's going to happen.
There's so much smoke.
There's so much like it just sticks. It's been sticky for a year now. It feels like
again the smoke has all come from non-Bulls sources, and when I say non-Bulls sources, I mean not people on the Bulls beat who are talking to Bulls sources regularly. And when we heard leading up to draft night, the Bulls are really like in love with James Wiseman. They're talking to Golden State about trading up to number 2 to take Wiseman. And AK was like, yeah, no, we never once considered trading up for anybody in this draft. We knew we could get Pete up at 4, and we wanted Pete up at 4. And it was like, oh yeah, no, that was the Warriors just trying to shop their pick. Like, if this ends up being the same thing, where because the Bulls' former regime was reported to be interested in Lonzo like a year ago, 2 years ago, maybe the Pelicans are like, what if we tell people the Bulls are interested in Lonzo? Will they be interested in Lonzo? And Bulls fans on Twitter for the last month have been like, we're getting Lonzo!
Yeah, it's been so polarized. It's either we're getting Lonzo or I'm going to die if we get Lonzo.
You're like, we're going to all watch Lonzo and we're all going to freak out because everyone's going to say he's awesome or he sucks.
Yeah, it's going to be either one. Like, every single thing he does will be analyzed, and somebody's going to say, wow, it's great. He had an incredible game. And then somebody will say, yeah, well, he sucked in the second half. He's trash. Like, it's not going to help anyone. So you just sit back and enjoy the show. That's what you do. Treat it like you're watching John Sabine on TV. You just sit back and you enjoy the show.
Too big for camera. A little big. Just a little too big.
Come on, Bulls. Let's not screw this up.
If I was on Sesame Street, they'd be like, ooh, that guy's too big against that, staying next to that Muppet.
Have you ever wanted to be on Sesame Street?
Wouldn't. I don't
think I care.
I don't like it though when they make like Michelle Obama talk to Muppets.
What do you mean? I like how you said make her.
There was like this West Wing episode I watched where they went to the West Wing. Again, the show, the fake show.
Wait, what?
But like
the Muppets?
But like Donna was talking to a Muppet like in the West Wing, like having like they were like scanning around. It was like all the Muppets with the West Wing characters in an episode, and I was like, she knows that's not a real person, right? Like they made it look like she was like just having small talk with this puppet.
HM629 said, "Tell Gar Gafford is younger and more athletic than Zion. He'll bite."
Oh,
also, guys, I can't tell you how many stupid Zach LaVine trades on my Mavs group chat I've seen recently, and I'm like, guys, it ain't gonna happen.
Insultingly lowball offers.
There's no, no. They're like, it's as good as the Mavs can do, and it's not. I mean, that's unbelievable.
42 for Zach tonight. Come on, baby.
Unbelievable.
Got 8 more. I want a 50 burger.
He needs a 50 burger.
50 burger.
Dude, his career high is 49.
And they're not insulting to Zach.
Oh
it's
my
just that Zach
God,
is so good.
Brandon Ingram.
I like Brandon Ingram a lot.
God.
Me too. I've liked him since the Lakers, man, honestly.
No, I feel like I have to.
Can you imagine if they kept Julius Randle?
Dude, for real. Oh. Come on. Find someone. Someone's open.
Right there, yes.
Oh, nice. There you go, P-Dub. And nice. I mean, that's a rookie with no respect. Otherwise, that should have been an and one right there.
I love Patrick.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Dude, Josh Hart. I like that. That is someone I want on my team.
Dude, did you
so
see
badly.
his stat line from last night?
No.
Yeah.
Josh Hart?
20 points off the bench, and he also had like a 17 rebound game earlier this week.
He seems funny and like smart and like cool.
Give it back. There you go.
That shot is still so pretty. My God, it just like hangs in the air.
Evan said, "You guys hear that stat? Kobe and Zach first players to hit 8+ threes in an NBA game. What? Teammates, or just two players in the same game? That seems impossible.
Like Golden State.
Like Clay and Steph have been teammates for like a decade now." On the same team. I still can't believe that Clay and Steph have never done that. That is baffling to me that Clay and Steph have never done that. I did see that it was a franchise record when Zach and Kobe had each hit 7 threes. First time both teammates had done that in a game.
We lost Big Dave.
Big Dave, where'd you go? Baby, come back. Big Dave, come back.
Never come back. Oh my goodness. I love that hat, dude.
Oh, thank you. Shout out to Fanatics. I had a great deal.
I'm so pumped. I want this win to happen.
Dude, this would be a good win. Like a genuinely good win. Like, yes, the Pels are on the second night of a back-to-back. But like they're one of the hot teams in the league right now. They're riding a 4-game win streak into this tonight. They've won 6 of their last 8. Like, they're playing well. And when we lose to like the friggin' Wizards, I was looking at tonight's game like, oh, we're gonna lose. Like, if we can't beat the Wizards, how are we gonna beat a team like the Pelicans that has actual, stuff on it?
They do, but they're another weirdly constructed team like us. Like I think that's also why the trade makes sense.
Yeah,
they haven't made that firm decision yet to say Zion Williamson is our guy.
Right.
Like Brandon Ingram is still there, and rightfully so. He's an all-star. He's been awesome, but they just haven't made that firm decision to build around him, and that's why they're so kind of weirdly constructed right now.
Ooh, come on! Don't lose that ball. Oh, there you go, P-Dub. Nice pass.
Come on, Zach. Give me 45. Fear.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Lanzarini.
He just waltzed down the lane on that. My goodness.
Yes, he did.
He good.
Him good.
He good at basketball.
Not bad, but good. Give it back. There you go. Go, Zach. Give it back to Zach.
Oh, dear. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
you got to make that. Oh. P-Dub
why didn't he dunk that?
Not, in fact, have any butter with that roll.
Why didn't he not dunk that?
Excellent job, Pick.
He took off too far away, I think he was kind of like caught between, can I take another dribble and dunk this, or should I just go up now? And he went up now and missed the layup. That was like Patrick Ewing against the Pacers, like missed layup.
Oh gosh,
that's everything layup. Like that.
Yes.
Oh man,
it's the word. Oh my! How many players were headbands?
Oh come on!
That was a lazy play.
Oh, that's so dumb.
Rebound!
Wow!
There we go.
There. Oh my God! Stop turning the ball over, please, for the love of God.
Benny Hill theme.
You want to take a timeout, Billy, and just kind of like take a deep breath real quick? Do we have a timeout? Yeah, we got 2 timeouts left. What's cake? Question mark.
Cake. Loving ponytail.
Shout out to old dudes with ponytails.
Dude, I was thinking
are living more authentically than any of us.
Dude, I love it. I love seeing it.
A white ponytail. You see someone with a white ponytail, you see a happy person.
Yes,
a happy person.
Yes, I've never met one like that.
They see the world clearly.
Mm-hmm.
The tech director / set construction guy for our high school's theater department, Mr. Matz, balding on top with a long white ponytail, man.
It's
perfect, man.
Did I ever tell you when I worked at a theater in London?
Dude. There you go, Zach.
And the tech guy. Oh, there it is. The tech guy in this theater in London, had a ponytail, ring of keys, black cargo pants.
Yeah.
And I was giving him his mail one time, and it said Lord so-and-so. And I was like, what? He's like, oh, yeah, I'm a lord.
What?
He's like, yeah, but I have an older brother, so he's in the House of Lords.
Oh, my goodness.
And he was like, all black, ring of keys. I was like, that's crazy, man.
That's pretty cool, actually. Did you change how you talked after he told you that?
It did affect me in a way that like scared me.
Ooh.
God, he's so good. He's so good. He's so good. He's so good. Keep him in. The fact that Billy kept him in.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to get there.
No, he won't, but we'll get the win.
But unless he get close, but see, yeah.
Dude,
unless they foul right here. He feels like a Maverick.
He does, doesn't he? He feels like one of those like we get him 2 years past we should have gotten him.
Yeah. Like, why wasn't he here 2 years ago? We could have used this dude.
Right now, the restricted free agents I feel like the Mavs are going after are Lowry and John Collins.
Woo!
For the summer.
Big one. There we go, baby.
I love the move of being up so much and then letting the shot clock go, even though you still have to give a possession up.
I love it.
I think that's such a dope power move. I love that move. Like, no, we don't need to shoot.
That is
go ahead.
We'll
give you a shot.
I just want somebody to throw it up in the air.
I love that.
Oh my gosh, I needed that. That's the final, 129 to 116. Thanks for watching the fourth quarter with us, everybody. This is the Stretch 4. We are the Bulls Outcasts. I'm Matt. That's John. That's Big Dave. As always, just a reminder, tips are always welcome and appreciated. And for another small-size donation to us hosts, you can join the broadcast, share your thoughts with us on camera if you like, just by hitting that hot mic button. Gentlemen, I don't think I've ever seen a Bulls shooting display this impressive. And in fact, I know I haven't because the Bulls had a franchise record for made threes in a regulation game, and actually, I believe even beat the all-time franchise record that they set in that 4 OT hellhole against Atlanta last season when they made 24 threes. Tonight, in regulation, they make 25 threes, 25 of 47 from downtown. They shoot 58.8 overall from the field. They have 36 assists tonight, another time breaking that 30 assist threshold. Against a quality Pelicans team, this is a good win. Not a good Pelicans defense, but this was just hey, we can score more than you. And after such an awful loss to the Wizards, this definitely feels good.
Go ahead, John.
It feels
me.
You go. It feels great. It's a huge win. This is a weird matchup. It's a weirdly important matchup because of all the trade chatter. Like it felt there was a weight to it that there shouldn't have been because it's different conferences and it's a random game. It's ultimately not important, but it felt important, didn't it? Right? Like there was
it felt like a marquee matchup just because of all the trade talk that's been going on recently.
I was excited about it, and I was not excited about it because I was excited to see Zion, but that's not the primary reason. So that's weird.
Yeah. Were you expecting to see anything like this tonight?
I mean, Dave, I think you can answer. You told us what would happen. You prophesized it. Kobe White.
Yeah, it was Kobe White for me. He was the one I was looking at. It was two things. It was Zion because we haven't seen him up close yet. As Bulls fans, because he never played in the two games when we were watching last year. So this is my first chance to just really get a look at him and. Just dang. You know what I'm saying? Wow, man. This dude he's everything I see when he's playing, but when you just seeing it against your team, it's a different look. And just, man, dude, he is something special. And Kendall Gill is right. He needs to lose some weight because I'm more concerned about his knees and back than I really should be on somebody who's that young. But Kobe White, though, man, I said it last show. I just wanted to see if he was going to take it personally. Because he knows, I'm sure he's heard all the trade talk. He's heard all the chatter.
We've heard it
about Lonzo. We've heard it. We've said it. And I wanted to see how he responded, especially with him not playing so well. Especially people calling for Sato to start, especially when he was barely shooting 40%. I mean, how do you respond to all that when you got a game where everybody's all eyes are on you and all eyes are on your team? How are you going to respond? Are you going to take it personally? And he took it personally, and he came out and he balled. I mean, he balled, man. 30 points, 7 assists, 10 of 20 shooting, 8 of 17 from the 3-point line. I mean, dude, he just came out and he played Kobe White's game. I remember Sato saying last game, what do you tell Kobe White when he's struggling like that? He said, I tell him, you have to be yourself, which is be aggressive. Aggressive Kobe is the right Kobe. That's the Kobe you're comfortable with. We saw that tonight, man, because after a couple of those fell on some catch and shoots, he started being aggressive and taking charge. And it was just good to see him do this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that Kobe had a bounce-back game because he has really been struggling, so much so that it's become a story. It's become a talking point among the fans. And even, the reporters covering this team, they're writing about how much Kobe's struggling. And kudos to his teammates and his coach for having his back and standing in his corner, because they all know that they asked a lot of him from going from year 1 to year 2. This was a lot on his plate. So you shouldn't be surprised and you shouldn't be mad if he's struggling like this. But like you said, Dave, I mean, the gaudy shooting numbers, 30 points on 10 of 20 from the field, 17 of his 20 was just chucking threes all night. Tonight, I think we saw the Kobe that we should see, which is largely a guy playing off the ball. Catch and shoot threat off the ball. A couple of times during your stint, look for an opportunity to put the ball on the floor and beat your man off the dribble and get to the hole like we saw him do impressively at 1 or 2 times tonight. That's a nice element to his game, but mostly a off-the-ball gunner. And right now he has been, so far this season, asked to be not that. Be a different version of Kobe, yes. And he has looked bad because of it. So, Dave, you're just saying people talking about starting, not starting. I think tonight's performance for me was not great. Great bounce back from Kobe. Let's stick with it. Let's keep him starting. I think tonight, even though, yes, he started, he looked more like rookie Kobe, which is a threat off the ball Kobe, and that's who I want. So, to me, that signals maybe he should be coming off the bench. John, what do you think?
I completely agree, and I think it's tough to come up, but I think he has a high talent season. It's just that we have the better version of him, and he's having a career year. He is baby Zach. And it's just, I don't know if he has to come off the bench because I don't think Sato's going to give you that much. Unless Zach becomes the point guard ball handler, which I don't think he will become, I don't know what you do. That's the only thing that's my only reason why. And it's not giving up on Kobe. It's just a fit. It's all fit. If Zach was like James Harden, we could probably then do start Thad with Pat Williams and Waller. We could have some really interesting lineups. I think it would be big, but I don't think Zach can do that. So Kobe has to be the perfect liner because he's a better ball handler.
No, you're right. I've been in on him coming off the bench. Only thing I'm not in on is starting Sato over here. Yeah, that's what I'm not.
Could Denzel be?
I'm in on
point guard-ish. Could he be it?
I'm not starting Denzel over him. I mean, Denzel is comfortable. He just got comfortable where he is. All right.
Under 90 seconds into the first quarter, just throwing that out there. And then Donovan started Temple over Denzel to start the second half. I'm just saying
he did, but and Denzel still ended up with 16. Denzel still had a solid game from the 3-point line. But I don't have a problem with Kobe coming off the bench. If you give me Lonzo Ball, I'm putting Kobe right on the bench. I have no problem with that. But if you're telling me I got to put Satoransky in there, I'd rather leave Kobe in there and let him develop, and I will take my lumps with that. I'm more comfortable doing that than starting Sato, who I'm honestly still not sure if he's going to be or not. I believe this is the last year of his contract and everything, but it's not his development I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about development of Kobe White. But if better, that I know is better for sure, yes, absolutely. Put him on the bench. he, like you said, Matt, we all can see he's more comfortable in kind of a microwave scorer like that. We all kind of see that. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, 10 or 20 shooting and 17 of them are threes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a microwave scorer and shooter like that. So yeah, I have no problem with that at all.
I'm just saying. I mean, Sato had 8 assists in 19 minutes tonight. I have noticed that the ball moves better when Sato is there. Like I get it. I get that Kobe's development is more important. Sato is under contract one more year with the Bulls after this season, but it's a partial guarantee, just like that Young's contract. So, long-term plans, or Sato's probably not as big of a concern for the Bulls front office right now as opposed to figuring out what they want to do with Kobe. And Dave, I totally agree with you on the point that, like, to me, it's more about me recognizing what Kobe's good at and letting him play that role. And like you said, if you have a better option at point guard, at starting point guard, then don't ask that of Kobe if he can be a better version of himself playing a different role. And right now, Sato and Denzel are basically your only 2 other options to make sure that you don't overwork Zach. Gentlemen, now moving to the Pelicans, obviously a lot of eyes on Lonzo Ball among Bulls Nation tonight because of these trade rumors. He finished with 21 on 6 of 13, 4 of 10 from downtown, a perfect 5 of 5 at the free throw line, which for Lonzo is surprising. 5 boards, 7 assists, a couple of steals, only 1 turnover in 34 minutes. I thought Lonzo had a pretty good night. I thought it was impressive. We mentioned during the fourth quarter that his shooting splits this season are outrageous, almost to a worrisome level. That, like, is he actually getting this much better this quickly, or is this just a little blip and it's going to come back down? John, what did you think about this point guard that Bulls Nation is obsessed with right now tonight?
I like him. I don't think he's, again, it's like, what do we need? A point guard. Like, unless he's not Chris Paul. But, like, I like him. I think in the right system, he'd be really, really good. Again, it's so funny how similar I see these teams in just disparate talents, doubling up on talents in certain places, not in others. They have Steven Adams, but they also have Zion. They also have Jackson Hayes. Then they've got like a couple of shooters. I just feel so. I would say I like Lonzo. I'd welcome if he came. If we have to give up Zach LaVine or like a first, I would say no. But like if it's between Wendell, Kobe, and Lowry, I say sure. Why not? Let's see what happens. Like, he was a second pick. He's, we know he's good. Like, he's not Chris Dunn, who hasn't played a game this season. Your
boy.
God, it's so good.
Chris Dunn.
So I don't you think Zach would be so good? And I also think if we were able to keep Lowry's never had a point guard.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he would really benefit because he's not really a shot creator. Right. So that's how. Anyway,
we were here a week ago talking about, like, is it crazy to think about keeping Thad because he has been the best teammate for Lowry and getting Lowry looks? Like, that's how desperate the situation is. So, Big Dave, what did you think about Lonzo's game tonight? And to John's hypothetical, would you be willing to give up a Lowry, a Wendell, or a Kobe to bring Lonzo to Chicago?
Well, I'll answer the second part first. My model coming into the season hasn't changed, which is whatever AK and Eversley want to do, I am completely okay with. If I had a choice, I would want to keep Kobe and Lowry. Like, I don't want to give up Kobe because I see where his benefit comes coming off the bench if Lonzo's here. Right. And your point that you just made about Lowry never playing with a point guard, which is when I saw, even though it was in Finland, it's really when I saw him at his best because they had an awesome point guard, like had a Hall of Fame point guard over there, and the game just looked super different to him when I was watching that. So yeah, Wendell, I'm okay with trading Wendell. It's only because I haven't seen him play 45 games yet. Like that's a big thing to me. That's a really big thing to me. Like his availability. Like I know the skill. We all see the skill. We know he's good and we know he's better. But I got to see it on the floor. Like, it doesn't matter if it's not on the floor. And you can say the same thing about Lowry also, because Lowry continues to get hurt and, not be out there. Once he gets rolling, he gets on these rolls and then he goes out. So, but it's just that I know what it would look like with Kobe, and I know what it could look like with Lowry, that I would want to see it. But if they want to ship him away, again, if Mark and AK say that, fine. I'm okay with it. I will live. As far as tonight, yeah, I like Lonzo's game tonight, but he's been like this the past 12 games. He's really been playing well and just shooting better. You know what I'm saying? And the game looks simple to him. And then he had one turnover tonight out of all that. He had one turnover. I think he's averaging like 2 turnovers this season. So you just watch him, Matt and John, you just see where the fit is for this team. When you watch Lonzo Ball play, you're like, "Oop, yep, that'll work. Yep, bam, I see who'll be better doing this. Oh, everybody will know this." Like, you just see how he fits in seamlessly with this team. So yeah, he played well. It was awesome to watch him play. And yeah, if we get him in the trade, I'd be ecstatic.
All right, so I feel like we've resolved nothing in that.
Nothing.
We all like Lonzo.
Nothing.
We're not blown away by Lonzo, and we didn't learn anything new tonight, knowing that this team still needs a point guard. Like, yay, Kobe. Glad you had a bounce back game. This team still needs a point guard. And like Dave said, whatever AK and Eversley have in their vision, and John, like you said the other night, I think a trade or trades are coming. And I think they're coming soon. And Bulls fans, hold on. And then we'll all be here for the fallout and the aftermath when we all pick apart, every nook and cranny of the trade and whether or not we like it. But I think that as we have learned this season, nice for the Bulls to get a win, a quality win against a team that was coming in here with a 4-game winning streak. It's a good win on your home floor. But this talent and this roster needs shifting, and it needs improvement. So that's the bottom line. If that's Lonzo in AK's eyes, cool. I'll make my peace with that. Before we get out of here, Dave, you said you had a question that you wanted to raise tonight.
Oh, not a question, just a statement I wanted to say. And also Daniel Gafford's best game. This is Daniel Gafford's best game as a starter. He was really good tonight. I love the way he played. He was awesome. Watch him hit that jumper and block those shots against Zion. Like, it was great. He got in a comfort level. He got on a roll. You know what I'm saying? It was good to see.
Down a shot further than 4 feet away from the hoop in consecutive games.
Get in the van.
Guys, listen, man. Thank you, John. Listen, the Bulls need to stop wearing red.
Yes,
this has to stop. Okay, and I was waiting to see the outcome of this game just to bolster my point. And here it is: the Bulls are 4-8 at home. They beat Dallas, they beat Houston, they beat the Pelicans, they beat the Knicks. When they played Dallas, guess what they were wearing? Black jerseys. When they played Houston, guess what they were wearing? Their city jerseys. When they played the Pelicans tonight, what were they wearing? Their city jerseys. The only time they won wearing red was against the Knicks. That was it. And then they lost the next game after that. That was the only time. You have to stop wearing red at home. When they started wearing red, it was 2017 when Bulls Nation exploded with hate because they brought in D-Wade. They brought in Rondo, even though I didn't have an issue with it. But most of Bulls Nation hated it, and it exploded with hate. Then the next year, they exploded with more hate when they brought in Jabari Parker. And everything went wrong from 2017 on with your coaching changes, personnel changes, all this other stuff. I don't find it to be a coincidence. The time you change to the red jerseys and you put that at home is when you started looking like the worst team and the worst versions of yourself. It doesn't work here. Red is iconic because we saw it on the road. People loved it because they saw it on the road. That's why they fell in love with it, because they saw it in their own hometown. It looks better in white here at home. It plays off better. Red is my favorite color. So please listen to me when I'm telling you this. It plays off so much better. So please stop wearing red at home.
John,
please.
Do you have any thoughts on this topic?
More. They got to stop. They got to stop. I mean, we live in a society, people. There's rules to these things.
I love it.
We didn't make the rules. We follow the rules.
Yeah, we are 3 for 3 on this issue. I know that there are certain younger people in this fan base who like the whole Reddit home thing. I know in other sports, teams tend to wear, like their dark colored jerseys at home, and then they wear whites on the road. NFL teams usually do that. Like English Premier League, you wear your reds at home and you wear your whites on the road. But to Big Dave's point,
it's different.
I totally agree as far as okay, NBA fans and basketball fans in general fell in love with the Bulls red jersey because they saw it on the road wherever they were watching when the Bulls came to town. Mm-hmm. As Chicagoans, and I know that this fan base expands beyond Chicago, but as Chicagoans, like you and myself, Big Dave, my memories at the United Center are the Bulls wearing home whites. When I was at the United Center as a 10-year-old kid and MJ hit a buzzer-beating J over Byron Russell to win Game 1 of the 97 NBA Finals after Karl Malone missed 2 free throws, they were wearing their home whites. When I was at Game 1 of the 2011 Eastern Conference Finals and Taj Gibson destroyed the ever-loving shit out of one Dwayne Wade, and the Bulls won that game by 20, highest point since the dynasty ended, and I was in that building, the Bulls were wearing their home whites. That's how it should be. This Reddit home shit is garbage. Bulls must fix it.
Fix it. Fix it. Fix it.
Gustavo says Michael Jordan shrug, white jersey.
MJ
yes.
Shrug in the finals.
The Jordan layup. The dunk layup switching of the hands. White jersey. Scottie Pippen dunking on Patrick Ewing. White jersey. Derrick Rose hitting the 3 against Cleveland and jumping into Joakim Noah's arms. White jersey.
God,
the step back by Jimmy Butler when they started calling him Jimmy Jordan. White jersey.
Yes.
Wear it at home.
I don't do we need to sign a petition? Do we need to write the Bulls an official angry letter? What do we do? Do we need to storm the Advocate Center with white Bulls flags?
That doesn't look right.
Okay, guys, are you ready to get out of here on the laugh? So this is part of Billy Donovan's post-game press conference tonight. A tweet from our guy Casey Johnson regarding the quick hook of Denzel Valentine at right after tip-off. Donovan openly admitted that he meant to start Garrett Temple. There was miscommunication when he was going over the starters and inactives with the official scorer. Had a laugh about it. He had told both Denzel and Temple after shoot-around that they were starting.
Love it.
Oh. I love the transparency,
I love
man.
it.
God. And of course it's Denzel.
Of course.
Of course that happens with Denzel. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Of course.
Yeah. Denzel gets identity thieved 4 times a week.
Right. And like you just said, the transparency is honestly refreshing. Yeah. Billy Donovan admitted to everyone in Bulls Nation that he ain't perfect and he made an oopsie. If that were who, he would have been like, you know what? Yeah, I gave him the quick hook because Denzel needs some introspection.
He wouldn't have hooked him. He would have played him the entire game because he would have been like, he would have looked at his thing, looked up and be like, which one's which? And then he would have gone, no. And he would have never admitted. He would not have yanked him. There's no way he would have yanked him.
It's not that Mets that even Billy thinks they look alike. They totally do. But
thank you, Scott.
It was cool. I don't know if you guys saw the open practice that the Bulls posted on their social and on YouTube yesterday. It's a lot of fun. Amin and Stacy kind of talk through it as the Bulls go through some individual workout stuff and then some 5-on-5 scrimmage. And it was just really refreshing to see Donovan and a completely new turned over coaching staff working with these guys and the guys actually being engaged and not like, oh, cool, we're going to do push-ups now? Okay, cool, we're going to do sprints now? And actually talking about getting better at basketball from the technical standpoint in a lot of different ways. So if you haven't checked that out, go check it out. The Bulls open practice on YouTube or Bulls Twitter, wherever. It was a fun watch. That's going to do it for tonight. The Bulls get back in the win column, a much-needed win over the Pelicans. And hopefully a nice momentum builder because a big test coming on Friday. They're taking on the Clippers. Bulls came this close to stealing a win away from the Clippers earlier this season, playing them for the second time already. Man, Kawhi Leonard looks like a man in his bag right now. He's balling tonight. He's been balling this season. He and Paul George are both flirting with the 50-40-90 club right now. Whew, that's going to be a tough, tough game. Let's hope that we can shoot a million threes successfully again. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate y'all.
BTG!
As always, have a great night. Enjoy this win. We'll be back on Friday for Bulls Clippers. For Big Dave and John, I'm Matt. Thanks for watching the Stretch 4 with the Bulls Outcasts. Peace, Bulls Nation.
Zach had 46, and we barely talked about it. That's how good he is.
Love you, Zach.
That's how good.